Hi traders, today is a rainy day here in the rainforest, and rainy days are amazing to do some optimizations, and so many of you asked about the cloud optimization, how to do it in MQL5. And as you can see, basically I don't have a very powerful laptop. And after I was losing all my laptops, it was also robbed a few times. You know, people steal laptops and stuff. And so I was like, I am not going to buy these expensive laptops because it doesn't worth it to always worry about these things. So for me, this thing, the MQL5 Cloud Network, was just a miracle because it is my profession. I am testing, optimizing, coding EAs like every day, 24/7, so I am spending a huge amount of time, and I don't want to buy really expensive equipment. Rather, I am paying for the MQL5 Cloud Network. Now, many of you asked many things about this, and I want to let you know that of course it is not for everybody. For me, a person who is working with cloud cloud networks every day, who I have projects to finish and stuff, for me it is the best thing in the world because it saves so much time for me. I think without cloud networks it is like 10 or even 50 times more time. And I am going to show one example or a few examples in this video. Many of you asked about the cost, and I have some rules that I established, I have some tips that I can give you, and I am going to run a full cloud network testing on the ATG Auto Trade Gold EA of mine, the 20.0 version that is up on the on my FX book, MQL5 Signal. That is an EA that you can actually buy as well. And for this video I am going to optimize this EA. I am going to do a full optimization now without any out of sample or walk forward testing, just to show you how it is all working. And I'm going to show you how it all costs. So we are starting with this balance, and we are going to see how much is going to cost to do a full optimization with a very high number of variations. So first of all, I coded all my EAs in a way, and I spent years on it actually, so they are very close in everything based on real ticks, and open price is only data. Why it is important? It is important because when we are trading against AI systems and stuff, it is just not the way to do it if your EA can be only optimized and tested with real ticks, because that is just too much time. It takes years, and so I am not saying, of course, that you shouldn't test your EAs with the highest quality tick data suite data or MQL5 data with every tick based on real ticks. I am saying that for optimization, for fast testings, you should be able to use either the open prices only or the 1 minute. And after that, when you got a good parameter set, run the test with every tick data, of course, high quality tick data. But for the optimization period, to make it faster and more affordable, you should absolutely code your EAs in a way to be able to test them with open prices only, like optimize them. And this is my first tip. If you want to use the cloud network, if you are optimizing with every tick data, it is going to cost you a fortune. Like, I was very surprised. I was trying it out because so many of you wrote me about this, and I was so surprised that it is very expensive. Like, even like $50 sometimes. Like, it's whew. And I also wanted to tell you, I am not getting anything for this. Like, I am not promoting MQL5 Cloud Network because somebody is paying for it for me. No, I am not doing those types of videos. I just genuinely started to use it and I can't live without it anymore. And I rather spend money on it than buying an expensive equipment that can be stolen, lost, and all these kind of things. So, first of all, let's see what we are looking for here. Like our starting balance should be, let's say, yeah, $10,000, and the delay should be the current one, because I like to do realistic testings. One other tip, which is very important: don't do forward testing with MQL5 Cloud Networks. I don't know exactly why, but for me, when all the time when I did that at the beginning, I was surprised that it cost, like, but many times it is not even fast. Maybe it is a completely different calculation, or it has a glitch, I don't know. But even if it works, kind of, it costs an amazing amount of money. So just don't do that. You can do walk forward testing and everything, and auto sample testing, but don't do it in an automated way with the built-in one. Let's do 20 years of testing. We are a bit, autistic, so we can do it, no problem. So it looks so good. 20 years, and you are going to see exactly how much it costs. Like here is the starting number, the starting balance. You can set an amount that you are willing to spend on this, unfortunately. So if something goes bad, which if you follow basic rules is not going to be the case, but if your EA, for some reason, your code is not good, not efficient, it can cost a huge amount of money. But I'm going to show you, like, this EA is very complex. Like, it is a highly complex EA with many parameters, and I'm going to show you. Let's just do like upper limit. Let's increase it a little bit. Like, even with 20 years of backtesting, with huge amount of variations, it is not going to cost as much as many EAs with only a few variations and just 1 year of testing. Let's see how the cloud networks are going. They are going great. So it is showing that it is going to take around now like 3 minutes, 2 minutes. we are going to see 684.7. Yes. Yeah, we are like, it is now not an official set file creation process. It is just that I am running a full optimization on this EA and with Cloud Network, and showing you how it is done, what it is costing and everything. It is pretty fast, as you can see. Like with this EA, with my setup, with this old CPU and stuff, it would take, I am going to show you in like at the end, but I think it would take 2 hours maybe. So like 2 minutes or even like 4 or 5 minutes for me is life-changing, no doubt about it. And in my opinion, I think many of you don't have a very powerful like laptop or like power computer. I had that, but then I realized it is not the way to go, because they can be stolen, and then it's like it's a situation every time. So yeah, in the rainforest, a basic laptop with cloud network is much better, and it is a better investment for me. So, you know, yeah, if you are living in a gated community with a huge power computer, then you don't even need cloud network. But I think many of you are very curious how you can do tests more efficiently. Yeah, so what kind of profit we are working with? Sharp ratio is 4. I am at the same time, I am like always curious what kind of optimization results I'm going to get for a 20-year period, because 20-year period is not like the basic one, like just 1 year and you are going to get perfect results all the time. 20 years, like, it is crazy, because the markets changed extreme ways, like not even comparable. The technology in 2000, like, and now it's like you can't compare it. So the other thing, because it is a video about cloud network use, and unfortunately you can't see the deducted amount that you are using during the process, just after the process, which is, I know it's not the best, but now I just want to show you like tips and tricks about it. I am telling you all the bad sides of it, of course. Also, like, I am not saying it is good for everybody and that everybody should be using it. I am saying that for many people it can be an additional tool. We are at a very high number of optimization, like parameter sets, at the moment, and I'm going to, like, I am not going to stop it, because I think it's all interesting, like how much is going to cost, even like with 20 years of data, which is always very hard to optimize with a basic laptop. And for the 20 years of data, a huge amount of parameter set, not just 1000, because for 1000 you would almost pay nothing with open prices only, and also it would take around, like, how much, like 30 seconds, I think, or even less, because we are at 30,000 now. which is crazy. But yeah, we are getting better and better results. You could see that the profit factor is 2. Recovery factor is 6. Sharp ratio is very good on this one. This EA has done amazing live. Like, we are now at 100 and 100, I think over 100% gain from October with only 19% drawdown. Yes, which is crazy. Like, this is a very good ratio. And let's just add that we had the whole US presidency, like election and everything, which really shook up the markets. And yeah, the EA had the drawdown back then around the election time, 20%, around 20%, 19%, but it is always recovering. So far, great results, and it is now a good, like, statistically significant amount of trades and great amount of data. Now you see that it is not a basic test that I am showing you now, because I didn't just want to show you a really basic algorithm with 1000 passes with open prices only, because that is not exciting at all. We are at 40,000 passes. Yeah, it's a bit crazy, but we are going to see how much MQL5 Cloud Network with a hard usage is going to cost. Yeah, it cost around $50 for this, and it is 20 years of optimization and 40,000 pass. With everything data, it would be so much higher that it's crazy. And with not efficient codes, even with open prices only, it would be like so much higher the price. So now you have the motivation to code EAs that are efficient in code. Yeah, that is something. Let's see the statistics. I'm curious about the statistics now. 20 years of data. Okay, like let's see some real statistics. Okay, the profit is always high when you are testing gold. Yeah, optimizing gold, so let's not talk about that. The drawdown is pretty low compared to the profit. That's good. We are only thinking about like statistics in ratios, because profit factor is 2. Sharp ratio is amazing. I am curious about this. Like, yeah, we have an edge over the market. It is an algorithm that has the, like, I don't know how to say it without being too like into like deep mathematics. But it is like the optimal edge over the market in statistics, because we don't have a loss ratio that is like 10 times the win, the average profit trade. And I'm seeing so many gold EAs that are like, for example, I just tested a gold EA, and it was the same number, like around 28,000, but here it was like the average loss trade was 200,000 or 300,000, so 10 times. And when you actually calculate a little bit, you add it up, you realize that the EA, even with a 90+% win rate, which is not really doable long term, but okay, it is not really it can be replicated, and this is an issue. But now we are not doing this video because of this. So I love statistics, so that's why I'm talking so much about numbers. But yeah, it is looking good for 20 years. Like, okay, yeah, the number is this, like this. Yeah, one more. Many times it can move a little bit. Like, for example, as you could see, it was 0.34. Now it is 0.3. So it can go downwards a little bit. I am waiting now, so we got we are going to get the final number, what it costs to do the optimization. And until then, I had an idea that let's just do like not every tick based on real ticks, because for one, it's the same as every tick with my EAs because I coded them in that way. For two, it takes a long time, so I am only doing that when I am publishing new updates for my official EAs. Let's just do an every tick data testing to see and to show you how much it worth when you can actually optimize with open prices only, because even just one test with every tick is going to take a huge amount of time. So when you can test and optimize with open prices only, it's so much better. And I was also working on Fiverr as well, and there I was testing professionally, and I was testing every kind of EAs. And my issue always was like, many EAs were so hard to test and optimize. I was really curious why. I think they must be using graphical elements, dashboards, and all this kind of stuff. And I always try to minimize the amount of these graphical elements in my EAs and only focus on equations, formulas, and mathematics. Even when we are reading patterns, I am coding the patterns in equations and not like a pattern recognition system based on graphics, because that takes so much more usage of your cloud network or computer. It is not going down anymore, so it might have only costed us $0.50, which is crazy. And you can see that for me, with my EA, it is almost exactly the same to test with open prices only and every tick. And it is also because I am not coding scammy things into my EAs, because I am trading with them. I don't want to, lose a lot of money. So why would I? But if I would only sell them, that would be I am not that kind of person. But many traders, many developers who are only selling their EAs, they are coding like the history, reading, martingale, grid, all these kind of tricks into the EAs, and therefore they are looking like they are perfect every time. And when you are actually testing them with high quality tick data, with tick data suite and like every tick, they are bad. And this is because those scammy things then are coming out, and you see them, you see the true nature of those EAs. So as you can see, it takes a long time to even run one test with every tick. But now that trade was great. What kind of trade was that? Let's see. Oh, yeah, it was a great trade. So that trade was amazing. That was a great catch. And this is how the statistical advantage is there in this EA. Yeah, and also if you bought this EA and you want to get this particular set file that I just created, let me know. It is not out of sample tested or anything like that, but you can play around with it further, like I am just offering. I always like to publish my works because, you know, traders can work on it and can further improve it, which is good, which is how it should be. Yeah, I think we could have like a even better risk to reward ratio and stuff if we would decrease the stop loss and increase the take profit. If you are interested in more testing videos, it is my specialty, so I can do 10 a day because I am always testing and always doing this stuff. I also want to make videos, if you can see, but I want to make videos with Monte Carlo analysis and showing you the reality of many EAs that are looking great in backtest. It is not the case with this EA, but imagine that you are seeing a chart that is as good as this one, and we are seeing a few percent of drawdown. But when you are running Monte Carlo analysis, you see that, oh, it has a chance that it is losing 100%. So it has a 100% drawdown, and that is because the tricks that developers are coding into their EAs and with optimization as well. This EA is like, I'm going to show you the Monte Carlo analysis and compare this particular EA and like a random one that is showing amazing results. But then in Monte Carlo analysis you show the truth. Let's pause the video a little bit, and I'm going to come back when the test is done. Also, you can take a look at all the trading statistics of this EA here. 150 trades. I just published the new update a month ago, I think, 20.0. You can see the statistical advantage over the market with the almost 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio, and the 70% win rate. So we don't have any big losing trades either, and yeah, I'm going to publish sets actually with high risk to reward ratio, because this particular set package is now focusing on the statistical advantage in a way that it is working with an like close to a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio, but with advantage based on the complex price action pattern that is recognizing actually good opportunities, and with the multiple dynamic exits and very intelligent closing system. But I'm going to publish a whole new set package with high risk to reward ratio, where, for example, the average profit would be $20 and the average loss would be just $10 or something like that, or even higher ratio. So you can see 100% algo trading. You can take a look at all the trades. There's a great amount of trades. Yeah, let's take a look at the test. It's still not done. Compared to the non-martingale, non-grid, non-averaging nature of this algorithm, I am pretty impressed with this kind of stability, because most of the algorithms that are not using this kind of like gambling techniques are not looking good, and this EA is not using any gambling techniques, and I think it is looking very stable. It only means that the complex price action pattern is doing its job. It is choosing the right trades, and to filter gold trades is very hard. It's very intense. When you are a developer and you want to filter out gold trades, it's not easy. But yeah, we are at 2015, so let's just wait a little bit more. We are almost there. As you see, it's almost the end. It took forever. Just one test, just one single test with everything data. It took like half an hour almost, and for basically 40,000 passes, it only took a few minutes, and it cost only this amount. Like it's $50. Not that crazy. And of course, again, if you have an EA that has non-efficient code and many graphical elements, then it is not possible for you to cloud optimize for this amount. But now you have motivation to code efficient EAs. Based on my recommendation, use formulas, equations as simple as possible that are working the same way as you would put it in a complex way, if you understand. That way you are going to have an amazing time with cloud networks. But for first, again, test your EA, like test your optimization, like cloud optimization, and how much it costs with only a few parameters, optimization ranges, so 1,000 passes maybe, to see if it costs a high amount or if it costs the same as for me, like 52 cents for 4,000 passes for 20 years. Of course, I should add, there are times when it costs for me, even for me, a huge amount. But the thing is to know it in advance, because you don't want to get surprised. If I know I'm going to spend $100 on cloud optimization because I'm testing, optimizing an EA in such a way, like a different one, then it's okay if I know that. But if you don't know that, it is such a bad surprise. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. I am glad to make another video about this. Ciao.